And we're live. It took a long time for YouTube to go live this morning. Anyway, hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and just trying to kick in a show here. I'm going to start a new program called Retro Thursdays, right? Do different, every once in a while on different Thursdays, I'm going to do a different retro topic and some way of having some fun and learn stuff about Scrum and as we go. And today I want to talk about amusement park retro that I want to suggest and having some fun. And it's a combination of using amusement parks, the holidays, the vacations are coming up through the summer here in the States, holidays during Europe and all kinds of stuff like that, and teaching priority. So, and getting the team to become better together. And again, we have the token cat. Give us a like if you want more bubbles in the picture. She's asleep. She was taking a bath. I just woke her up. She's probably very upset. And of course, there's my 8 a.m. alarm. So, and I did have it muted, but it didn't matter, did it? Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you can get work done, get home to family and friends, not work crazy hours, have a little fun. And today's going to be a little fun topic, but also learning at the same time. I don't, growing in the thought process of being agile and Scrum and all this can be part of retrospectives, right? It doesn't have to be, what did you do yesterday? It wasn't any good. And did we learn anything? And what problems we had? And, stuff like that. And I know retros out there that people use topical areas to talk about, but sometimes you just got to do something different. So this is going to be a little different. I showed this picture. And one thing I'm going to do for these Retro Thursdays, I'm going to try to come up with a better way of sharing my screen and stuff like that in some of these videos. I'll try to make it where I can do screen and work on that capability. So I will grow over the summer in those capabilities so I can do the retros, maybe some Miro or some kind of whiteboard system that you can use and adapt and take for yourselves. But I wanted to show that little map. I just found this little map, and you can find these maps anywhere. And the idea is this, right? So in the retro, because I was thinking about this, because somebody was doing something, and I got to talk about why I came this way. It's like, oh, this is like going to a doctor's office. We're going to talk about that another day and how these consultants are like kind of insane, to be honest with you, to compare, well, maybe going agile and doing what we need to do. Anyway, I'm saving that topic for another day. So today, so it's Retro Thursday. So what's the retro? So, I got the trusty whiteboard, so we could do the little whiteboard thing here. And I got the bubbles, right? Bubbles is here. Bubbles, you want to be on the show? Or are you taking a bath? He's like, I'm taking a bath. So in the retro, here's the idea. Here's the thought. Teaching teams priorities. Because everyone has this issue with prioritization, what to do next, right? So in the retro, you can pull a map of any vacation place. You can go to the beach, and you can do this multiple times. Let's say we want to go to the amusement park. All right, so we're going to go to the amusement park. Amusement park. Now you're going to see how fast. It doesn't take much time to plan this out. Depending how big your team is, you can have, let's say, teams of 4, right? Or you can do everyone. If you have like 12 people in your team, 3 teams of 4, or maybe 4 teams of 3, teams of 3 or 4, or you can do everyone together, right? And you have your amusement park. Some will have like a water park, maybe, right? Ooh, big water splash. How do you do palm trees? I don't know, palm trees, right? Got a water park. Maybe have a roller coaster. Woo! Got a roller coaster and a roller coaster. Got a roller coaster. I mean, you can also just plan like Disney or something, right? You can pick any park. We got Hershey Park, not too bad. Too far from here. Six Flags, different things around. You can explore a city too. Maybe explore a city. You could do this different ways and it's really not about doing the retro. It's more about getting the team to join. So, and maybe there's some shopping, like you can come up with things like, When should we start? When should we arrive at the park? And why? See, the great thing about this has absolutely nothing to freaking do about work. There's not in some places where they don't get to take vacations, then I would coach people on why can't you take vacations, or what are we doing wrong that our people can't take vacations on a weekend at least. You can't do that. And we're doing this all wrong. It's all wrong if you can't. So, like, what time to arrive? So you get your team to vote on when to arrive, right? And why. Like my family, we like to get there by 1 o'clock because there's people that sleep in. We can explain that, and you can do that. And then they're all hearing from each other. What are your experiences? What happens when you get there at 12 noon? You can't get nothing. Then we do prioritize. So is it more priority to do a water park, or is it go to the shopping, or through the roller coaster, right? Why? Which one's the priority? And you can have your teams put stickies on. Why did they put the priorities? What they like about these things? What's your favorite ride? You can do favorite ride, right? And you can grab any picture of any coaster. You can explore a park together as a crew, right? As a group of people, a team, right? So you can say, hey, you can grab a picture off the internet, put it on a whiteboard. You can say, okay, so this is it. We're all going to look at this together just to have some fun. But then you learn priorities. Why would these priorities be? Well, I really like roller coaster. Well, I really like water park. I like to go shopping. It depends, right? Maybe you just want to do, like, if you're going to Disneyland, I always want to go to Seven Dwarfs ride, or Space Mountain, my favorite Space Mountain. I head to Space Mountain first, right? But maybe there's new Star Wars thing. And you can do different games, different things, what do you like best? What's your favorite ride of all these? You can vote on it, right? You can practice voting. You can practice prioritization. Which one's going to get you the most value? Which one you want to do more than once, right? How can you be most effective? And just as a group, just talk about different strategies to go through the park. Because if you ever go on vacation in the park, there is strategy to going through a park and what rides to go to, when to be there, where to eat, where do you want to eat? Like, maybe there's restaurants you like food, okay? So there's, I would love to talk about, like, Epic, Epcot, right? Epic, it's on my mind. Epcot has all those different eating establishments. Which ones would you like to go to? Why? What do you like about them, right? Maybe you put a sign of that. Every place has those kind of things. I think Busch Gardens down in Virginia does something too, where they have different types of places to go. Where would you want to go? And now eating, you can add eating in here, food, right? So you can do all those kind of things. You can explore what you look for in a vacation, right? So it teaches priority. It lets people know, get to meet each other, what they like to do. Maybe they're like roller coaster crazy people. Maybe you'll find someone in the group that's been on every roller coaster in the United States. I don't know. Maybe someone does a water park. Maybe you find out someone's a high dive skydiver, shopping. Maybe there's like, hey, I found this great deal. You can buy stuff there, get the mouse ears from Disney, and like, again, when do you show up, right? What time, right? What time? Do you show up early? Do you do late? Maybe there's evening fireworks, whatever. So these are the kind of things you can do as a group. The team can work together to help prioritize and work to solve how they think they can get through the whole site. I mean, you could really go like an hour on this if you're willing to. What rides, what order would you want to do? Again, practicing prioritization. So you could list all the rides, like maybe there's 30 rides. How would we prioritize these 30 rides? Let's talk about it. What are your favorite things? And get them into the whole discussion. And what's key about this, it's not work related. Why I said that. I mean, you could go work related. Sometimes you just need to do retros and stuff like that. This to build that team dynamic. In this process, you can teach them about prioritization. So try an amusement park. It is the holiday coming up. Maybe you talk about going to the beach. You can use the beach thing. What would you do in the beach? Would you go to the beach? Would you go to the boardwalk? What time would you do it? Would you go to a putt-putt golf, miniature golf in some places? Things like that you can put into this amusement park retro to help teams learn to prioritize. Use some techniques. Then when you go to prioritize your backlog, you take the same techniques you use to prioritize where you want to do the the amusement park or the beach, and apply it to when you do your prioritization session for your team. They learned something. They learned how to talk to each other, even though it wasn't work related. But sometimes you need that non-work related stuff to help teams prioritize, and you can reference back to this retrospective and everything. So I wanted to share that with you. Again, I'm going to start a new thing where it's going to be Retro Thursdays, mostly because sometimes when you do the calendar, you put an R for Thursdays. So we're going to do Retro Thursdays. So I'm going to give a new item when we do the show on Thursdays. Just, I don't know what I'm going to be doing the next couple of days. There might be some remote live shots and stuff like that as we go really early in the morning. So we're going to see how all that works. So you may or may not see me the next couple of days. We'll see. But I want to say, have a great day. I hope everyone enjoys Memorial Day weekend. Get a chance to thank for people that helped whatever country. Well, we're in the United States, Memorial Day weekend. For those who fought in previous world wars and things like that, and give them respect. There you go. We got a little. I don't know what that means. You have to explain it to me. I'll have to look it up. So we got a little comment. But anyway, have a happy day, happy weekend, happy Memorial Day weekend coming up. And again, something you can do, it's pointing, the people are going to take vacation during the summer. Maybe you do an amusement park thing, a beach, park, hiking, trails. What do? You can show up a graph. What do you want to do first? And teach them about prioritization, working together to come up with a priority strategy to make it through the park. It's just like in sprints. What's our priority strategy to make it through the sprint to get the work done, get the most work out? So with that, I say, Bubbles, are you going to say goodbye? Bubbles says, good boy. He keeps waking me up, but I just want to say goodbye and run away. Bye-bye. And thank you all for seeing the show, and happy Scrumming, happy holiday, and may pray for all those kids in Texas. And it's sad that happens, but keep them in our prayers, and hope they just wish them support. That's all you can do. But anyway, that was a sad note on amusement, but I wanted to express that because I didn't get that yesterday. But I did want to make that note. But you can still live your lives and have some fun and learn some things through fun and enjoy Scrum. It doesn't have to be crazy work. All right. Happy Scrumming. Enjoy your holiday, and see you tomorrow. Bye.